Alright, shalom, shalom, Yisrael. First and foremost, all honors, glories, and praises to Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Hashem, Rechak B'dash. Double honors to our elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Salutations to the elect Akim across the globe that are doing the work of truth and in sincerity and in charity. Alright, and shalom to the few sincere Aquat that are watching, listening, and learning. This is Danyalaba. Here from the GMS Chicago camp, Llewellyn, coming back at you with another edifying video. Alright, last week, my brother shared this video with me, and basically, the small hats are starving out the Ishmael out in Gaza, man. Alright, and I'm gonna show you the clip right now, but you see children that are starving. Alright, they don't know when they're gonna get their next meal. Alright, and this goes to show you that those people, the small hats that are in the land of Israel, those are not the Lord's chosen people. Neither do the Ishmael in our land. Neither both the small hats and Ishmael, they don't belong in our land. But it goes to show you, if the real Jews, the real Israelites were back in the land of Israel, there wouldn't be no famines, there wouldn't be no war. It would be peace, man, on earth, man. But let me just show you the video, and Llewellyn, get some precepts out.
Israeli humanitarian blockade of Gaza enters its third month. Yesterday, President Trump said people are starving in the territory. Deborah Potter reports now from Tel Aviv on the dire situation facing Gaza's population as food supplies are running out. And a warning for you, some of the images may be disturbing to viewers.
Israel has stepped up its bombardment of Gaza with a renewed intensity. And Palestinians who had returned to live in the bombed-out ruins of their homes are on the move again after Israel issued new evacuation orders. It is a journey even the youngest amongst them have done over and over again throughout this war. It is filled with despair, and many feel there is no light at the end of the tunnel. We don't even know where we are heading to, this woman said. We have no blankets, no food or water. The Israeli government has repeatedly denied that Gaza is facing starvation, and says that the more than 2-month aid blockade is to force Hamas to release the remaining hostages taken in the October 7 terror attack. But according to the World Food Programme, there are at least 14,000 children like these who are severely malnourished. Najwa Hajjaj is one of them. The hospital had to discharge her because they ran out of food and medicine. Her mother says she weighs just 13 pounds. That's the average weight of a 3-month-old baby. Najwa is 6 years old. She's dying in my hands and I can't do anything, her father Hussein Hajjaj said. I can barely feed her. I don't know what to do. All he has at the moment is baby formula. Aid agencies are warning that famine is looming, and at least 57 children have already died from malnutrition. With 500,000 Palestinians facing starvation, they say the food blockade must end now. For CBS Saturday Morning, Deborah Potter, Tel Aviv.
And I'm going to start out with my first scripture in the book of Proverbs 29 and verse 2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. Alright, and you ask yourself this question, man. Just turn on the news, man. What do you see people? Every time you turn on the news, man, you see people crying, man. People suffering in these other countries, man. Alright? And that's because Esau, the wicked, is in rulership, man. These small hats, are ruling the world, man. And under their rulership, the whole earth is mourning, man. There's war, there's famines, there's pestilences. Alright, there's wickedness going on. Alright, there's no peace on the earth. Alright, so the people are mourning, man. Alright. But once the righteous come back into power, which are the Israelites, the real Israelites are the so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Beginning with Yahweh Shai, King David, and the elect on down. All right. Once we come back into rulership, you're not gonna see famines or war in our kingdom, man. All right. Hey, you're not gonna see whales beaching themselves, fish out of nowhere, thousands of fish just ending up dead, man, on the seashore, or birds falling out the sky, man. All right. In our kingdom, man, the animals are going to be rejoicing. The animals are going to be happy. Nature's going to be happy. Hey, our people are going to be happy. We're going to be blessed. All right. There's not going to be any war. All right. Hey, even in our nation, hey, in our kingdom, these nations, they're going into captivity, but they're going to be much happier in our kingdom than in Esau's kingdom, man.
Romans chapter 8. Romans 8 and 20. So I can understand. This is Romans chapter 8 and verse 19. It says, actually I want to start at verse 18. This is Romans 8 and 18. It says, "For I reckon that the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us." All right, because in this lifetime, people, it's not only just the flesh, a part of the spirit, wants its will, but the flesh, when you go through hell, you strive to try to feel better, and in this society, everybody goes through it. So they have their different vices on how they attack that feeling of understanding that they're going through hell. People are actually finally admitting it. That it's hell on earth, man. All right. Now people know what hell is. It's not a place where you burn underground. All right. It's right here on earth. This is where the judgment. What the scripture says, man. But verse 19 it says, "For the earnest expectation of the creature waited for the manifestation of the sons of the Most High God." All right. Which that goes into the word creature itself. We can use that to go into all of creation. We know that's definitely about the nation of Israel. All right. But it says, hey, after all these things, do the Gentiles seek? So everybody's getting healed, man. Some a little bit more. Some, like I told the brother, man, like it's funny because I'm backseat with this brother. I told this brother, I don't never want to drive your car again, unless I absolutely have to, man. You don't want to think about somebody else's problems. You see your problems, man. You don't know how they're fucking dealing with it. That's a humility factor. But at the same time, it says it rains upon the just and the unjust, man. We know that Esau's putting hell on all these people, but it's, hey, man, hallelujah. How about you shots doing it for a reason? Whether it be that homeless Jake or that motherfucker getting bombed over there in a whole other region of the world, man. All right? The Lord sanctioned that for a reason, but now you got to feel bad for, fuck y'all, really. Because y'all never feel bad for us.
That's right.
All right? That's a judgment from you. How about y'all shot? All right? You think I feel bad the Lord put hell on him, Mike?
Hell no.
I don't feel bad the Lord put some hell on a Jake. The only thing is that I care because it's my people to a bit. It's all in degrees. The people who we truly care about is deeper than the flesh. It's our actual family, which is among the body of Yahweh Shai, the brothers that are preaching, man, and believers. All right? Their family as well, man. Even if they're not out there preaching, they're still a part of the family. It's the fact that they believe. That's our family. He that does the will of the Father.
And I remember one of my, I'm not going to call him a friend, he was a heathen, but one dude I went to high school with, I had him in a lot of my classes, but he was a Palestinian, and I remember I ran into him a couple years ago, and I was telling him, he was telling me about how much hell they catch over there by the small hats. And I was like, yeah, those are not the real small head. Those aren't the real Jews. And he was like, yeah, he's like, the real Jews are black, And it goes to show you, a lot of those Palestinians, they know who the real Israelites are, man. They know that you so-called Negroes here in America are the Jews, man. But they're not doing nothing about it, man. So hey, the hell with these heathens, man.
You said he was Palestinian?
He was Palestinian.
Hey, well, we scattered everywhere. He could have been Jake.
He could have been, yeah. He could have been. And he told me, he's like, yeah, Moses was black. So, but yeah, it goes to show you, hey, these Palestinians, a lot of them know that we're Jake, man. You had more to that? Or was that it?
26. Verse 20, it says, "For the creature was made subject unto vanity, not willingly, with reason of him who hath subjected the same in hope." That's why I said it's really going into the elect and our nation. But at the same time, everybody's subjected to this flesh. We gotta fight this flesh to get to Yahweh outside. Those who fight it best make it.
Right.
All right. Fuck the rest.
God. This is Isaiah 2 and
Hold on, let me read
okay.
verse 1. It says, "Because the creature itself also shall be delivered from the bondage of corruption into the glorious liberty of the children of the Most High." The elect. The elect are gonna make it out of this, man. That's why it says no more tears. What the fuck you crying about? It's just, damn, Yahweh Shai is mighty. That's it, man. But in this lifetime, we're gonna see more plagues happen to people, happen to the heathen. All right, they're gonna be judged, man. All right, this is that world that is on fire until the Lord comes back, man. And then He's gonna ignite it, and then let that be the cleanse, and then there's gonna be peace on earth again, man.
This is Isaiah chapter 2, and I'll start at verse 2. "And it shall come to pass in the last days that the mountain of the Lord's house shall be established in top of the mountains, and shall be exalted above all hills, and all nations shall flow unto it." All right, and basically those mountains is going into the nations, man. All right, we're gonna be above all the nations, man, and all these nations are gonna flow unto us, man. All right, and right now nobody's flowing to the land of Israel to get help from the small hats or to get wisdom from the small hats. All right, as a matter of fact, a lot of our money, our tax dollars, goes to Israel, man. America's the one that's funding Israel, man. All right, so how could those people over there be the real Israelites, man? All right, verse 3: "And many people shall go and say, Come ye, and let us go up to the mountain of Yahweh, to the house of the God of Jacob, and He will teach us His ways." And hey, those small hats are not teaching the ways of Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua. They're not teaching the commandments. All right, they're doing contrary to the law, statutes, and commandments, man. In Tel Aviv, they have a big LGBT parade every year, man. That's against the law, man. If a man lies with mankind, he shall be put to death in Leviticus, man.
Hey, they're actually talking about stopping it. I think they did. They were talking about bringing prayer. They passed the bill. So now we're about to see Esau's right-hand side, which is still going to be wicked. All right? Because it's going to come with a lot of hell. He's going to put hell on you people, man. He is. But at the same time, most of that, it's basically, he's going to be like this imagine a wicked Saul, but even actually the wicked, man. It's basically going to be that, man. All right? Although he's going to be pushing because he wants to build his numbers. He knows that you got to go not certain, but the book is life, man. That's living. The book that we read is life. Everybody knows that you have to address it. That's why people nitpick and choose what they will, because some of it is bitter unto them. But it's life, That's why they're trying to get that. They're not dealing with the left-hand side. The left-hand side was just a building more of an illusion of the wickedness. But at the same time, Esau, he's talking about not having that parade either this year or next year. Fuck it. This place still gonna be destroyed. The Lord's gonna destroy this place. This is the place where not two things, a lot of shit happened. But the ultimate things are, aside from denouncing Yahweh Shai, as you sweared on the Bible, you took the children of Israel, because the Lord would have never took you seriously. You took the children of Israel. You touched the apple of His eye. Get over it. Y'all don't understand. We can get over, even if Jake got over it. Fuck niggas. That's the reason why the Lord stopped fucking with Jake, man. It's the Lord ain't got over what happened to us. He ain't got over what happened to us. Nobody's been judged for it.
God,
so that's the reason why the Lord is gonna put hell on you heathen. And anybody who's down with it. It's like, go ahead.
Oh, good. And many people shall go and say, Come ye, and let us go up to the mountain of Yahweh, to the house of the power of Jacob, and he will teach us his ways, and we will walk in his path. For out of Zion shall go forth the law and the word of Yahweh from Jerusalem. And that's not happening, man. Verse 4, and he shall judge among the nations, and shall rebuke many people. Alright, and there's still a lot of faggotry and people eating pork, you know, and these small hats are not doing nothing about it, man. So how can they be the Lord's chosen people, man? Alright, and they shall beat their swords into plowshares, and their pruning hooks, and their spears into pruning hooks. Alright, and nation shall not lift up sword against nation, neither shall they learn war anymore. Alright, so once the real Hebrew Israelites, the so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans, alright, get put back in the land of Israel, a nation is not going to go to war against nation anymore, man. There will be peace on the earth once again, man. But, you know, ever since the small hats came back to the land, or went to the land of Israel, alright, there's been war, man. Alright, nothing but peace, man. Or nothing but hell, Salakia. Alright, you know, now you got kids starving, there's war, a lot of people dying. Alright, it goes to show you those people don't belong in our land, man.
No, they do. And that happened once upon a time ago in the past, man. Where the heathen were in our land, and let me get it. I'm trying to find it. I know it's in Kings, where it says that I think it was either the Syrian king, the Babylonian king. They had took us away and they set heathen in our land, and it said that they had feared the Lord, but at the same time worshipped idols. So they didn't fear the Lord in truth, you know. Because you got motherfuckers out here that, you know, it says even the devils do believe in truth. They have a fear of the Lord, but they don't have a true fear of the Lord. All right, they don't fear even Jake, especially. They don't fear the Lord in His righteousness. It's either in 1 Kings or 2 Kings, bro. Bible chapter. Look, it talks about how they had set different people in the land, different nations, but they still worship. Hold on, let me just type it in.
Okay.
Anything. If you got anything,
I got Revelations chapter 6 and verse 4, and it reads, and there went out another horse that was red. All right, and this horse is this is talking about Esau. Okay.
It's like I found the scripture. Let me
okay.
You know, because I don't want the topic to slip. This is 2 Kings chapter. This is 2 Kings 17 and verse 39. It says, "But the Lord Yahweh your God you shall fear." This might be talking about Jake, but I'm gonna read it. But this is 2 Kings 17 and 41. Because I know it's another one that talks about the heathen, how they came into the land. So these nations feared Yahweh Shai, our Lord, and served their graven images, both their children and their children's children, and did their father, and as did their fathers, so do they unto this day. All right, which, you know, even Jake does that unto this day. But you know, I believe this was talking about the heathen thing is that these people don't have a natural fear of Yahweh Shai, a natural spiritual fear. Everybody claims to believe in God, and then even the atheist said when his life is on line, he gonna be a believer in that day.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
Jesus Christ! Yeah, that's the first thing people want to say when they're in danger. They automatically scream that. All right. There's nobody. Even Esau's not that probably. They show it in movies sometimes, but they even show, you know, even fucking Rick. If everybody ever seen Rick and Morty, he's the ultimate atheist. He believes he is God, and he knows the God exists. He's Esau. But they'll show Rick Sanchez, and then when he'll start praying. All right, because these people that have a natural fear, that's the Lord controlling your ass and showing you, hey, I'm still here. All right, now you want something when I'm hidden, man. All right? Because he's about to unleash this devil, man. Every last one of these people that don't want to believe that there is a power, they're going to be a believer in that day, man.
That's right.
All right? They're just not going to have that faith. And then they're going to forsake it. You're going to see people get lewd. It's going to get rude and lewd out here, man. They're going to change it to a whole different people. Like, we think we see something now. But when this devil actually unleashes, these people they also are going to change as well, man, because they are as their ruler, as their God. All right? You got it now.
God. Like cut or no. This is Revelation 6:4. And there went out another horse that was red, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth. All right, and that red horse was, talking about Esau. And Esau, the so-called white man, the Caucasian race of people, man, they're in power, they're in rulership right now, and they're taking peace away from the earth, man. All right, hey, just turn on the news, man. You're gonna see people crying. All right, you're gonna see famines on the news. All right, so there's no peace right now. Hey, Esau's taking away peace from the earth, man. Hey, our people are suffering, and that they should kill one another, and kill one another. Hey, that's Esau's kingdom as well. He's divided against himself, man. All right, you got the Republicans against the Democrats. You got the Russians. Magog and against America. All right, so hey, they're divided, and there was given unto him a great sword. And what is Esau's blessing? The sword, man. All right, that's how he conquered the whole earth. Go around. No, you can go around.
Yeah.
Watch out, yeah. But Esau's the one that's his sword is the or his blessing is the sword, man. All right, and that's how Esau conquered the whole world, man. All right, that's how Esau's on top, man. But hey, pretty soon, Yahushua is about to interfere. He's about to come back and save his elect, and hey, Yahushua is about to put this world back in order. All right, hey, these heathens are going into slavery, especially these elites, man. They're going to be hiding in bunkers, man. Hey, we're going to take them out the bunkers and put them into slavery, man. All right, hey, we're going to enforce these laws, statutes, and commandments upon the heathens, upon the nations. And hey, you're going to see how this world is going to be rejoicing, man. Hey, the kingdom to come, there's going to be peace, all right, rest, all right. It ain't going to be like how it is now, man. Everybody's worried. People are just broke. All right, there's famines going on, war, pestilence, man. No, there's not going to be any of that in our kingdom, man. There's going to dwell nothing but righteousness, man. All right, brothers, had anything?
If I get because you just said that, that made me think of the Revelation. This is Revelation chapter 20. Revelation chapter 20. Yeah, man, we're going to come into a kingdom where we're not going to inherit death or pain. As it says it in the book of 2nd Ezra, the 7th chapter, man. All the entrances of this world are made narrow and full of travail. They don't even last long. All right? But this is Revelation 21. Actually, I'm going to start it. Verse 3, it says, "And I heard a great voice out of heaven saying, Behold, the tabernacle of the Most High is with men." So the Lord has that down here on this earth, man. And they're saying that there is a camp. There's a group of people, because it didn't say one. It didn't say you read the scriptures for yourself, and that's humbling. All right? People don't like feeling that vulnerable feeling of being a child, but it says, "In malice, be ye as little children, and understanding be ye men." So that's how you're not being misled. You read the scriptures. All right? Yeah, Jake is simple. That's a part of our spirit. Nobody likes feeling used, misused, and being simple, being kind. Because kind is next to nice when you get abused. You become nice. All right? But understanding be ye men. All right, we got to come. It's a group down here on this earth that we have to come up under, man, to receive this understanding. That's what the scriptures say. I didn't read it. I didn't write it. I'm just reading it. It says in verse 3 again. It says, "And the tabernacle of the Most High, Yahweh Shai is with men, and He will dwell with them." And this is going to be on earth as well. All right, right now the Lord has sent the Spirit out. He's giving us that comforter. All right, but soon we're gonna have the ultimate. We're gonna have the full download of Yahweh Shai being with us, because Yahweh Shai is gonna be with us, man. He's supping with us now. He's eating with us now. We're gonna have Yahweh Shai eating with us, man.
Right.
All right, and I mean physically and spiritually, because the Lord's gonna be dropping gems, man. We're gonna constantly build understanding. He's always gonna be wiser than us. We're gonna constantly grow, all of us, man. All right, but it says, "And He will dwell with them, and they shall be His people, and the Most High Himself shall be with them in their power." So you think your father is with you? He's gonna want you to hurt? No, the first thing a father does when he sees his child, like, about to get into danger, is swipe them out the fucking way. The Lord does that now, man. So you think we're going to be in pain? No, your father's right next to you. He keeps you from pain. All right? Verse 4, it says, "And the Most High shall wipe away all tears from their eyes." We got to learn to let go of this shit, man. Because this world is temporal. The world to come is for a few, and it's going to be eternal. All right? This is a temporary world. The fashion of this world passes away. All right? And it says, "And there shall be no more death, neither sorrow, nor crying, neither shall there be any more pain. For the former things are passed away." All right? We're coming into a different time. All right? That's the shifting. We got to get with it. If we're coming into a different time that all men want, we got to shift and be right with that, man. And always, man. The Lord, He sends, look these. But the Lord is sending, He sends, He sends that. All right? He sends the change, man. All right? And He's going to send even more. All right? What they were saying about Obama, like 2014 or something like that.
God damn,
2008. A change you can believe in. Yahweh Bashmi Shai is a change you can believe in, man. And the whole world's going to get with it.
Right.
Sooner rather than later. But, that's all I had to say, man.
Well, yeah,
I got one.
bring it up quick because we're at
2
camp.
Thessalonians 2 and 3, "Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first." And we fell away ever since, we sinned against Yahweh Shai. And that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. And the man of sin that's being revealed right now to you in the whole world is Esau, because he's causing a lot of destruction. And noticing it says the son of perdition. Perdition actually means destruction. Right? And what you see Esau is doing is that he's causing destruction, chaos, or he's causing war. All right, it goes to show you who the devil is ruling the earth today. Verse 4, "Who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called God, or that is worshipped, so that he is, as God said in the temple of God, showing that himself that He is God." And now you're seeing, you're seeing Esau, posing himself as if like he is God, through his images, using the Caesar Brochet image, which everybody
don't
worships and shit.
Cook County Sheriff.
And that's pretty much it.
All right, but hopefully it was an edifying video for the hopeful righteous elect, man. Change will come. This world needs the real Hebrew Israelites to rule again, man. This world needs us, man. And it's coming soon, man. Koholayim la Yahweh ba'Hashem Yahushua ba'Hashem HaKakodash. Double honors to our elders and apostles. Salutations to the elect. Till next time, Shalom. Abba Babal Kwame Shrala.